But I think by maybe 2010 is when now guys started like really thinking about it, not even doing it, just thinking about it. Because I remember the earliest podcast I listened to was Tacos and Chocolate Milk.
Okay.
And
that sounds good though.
Yeah, I used to love it. To me, it was way better than radio because it was just two friends sitting down just talking about shit.
Right.
Okay,
before that though, where would you get that kind of content?
For just guys, there was nothing like that. It was radio, pretty much. So radio allowed you to do that. You could sit in a room and talk. Yeah, people talk.
If it wasn't commercial radio, you still had that leeway to just talk, especially talk radio. Yeah. That still existed.
Yeah, talk radio existed. But I think now when people started getting the audios from their radio shows and putting them online as podcasts, of course the majority didn't see the profitability of it. Yeah. So no one cared. Yeah. But some of us really like enjoyed listening to podcasts more than radio.
Talk radio was successful though. It did what it was supposed to do.
In some countries. BBC and them. Yeah. Yeah. But we never had talk radio in Kenya.
Yeah. But we don't have a bunch of shit. So just to, I mean, that's nothing. That's not, like, that's neither here or there, you know?
Yeah. So I think those early, so when people started getting online and just sitting, talking, pretty much it was just audio at that time. I think the first video podcast I watched, you can correct me if I'm wrong. This guy, Combat Jack.
Okay.
Combat Jack used to have the Combat Jack show. It was the first thing I watched online. I used to love it because all my favorite artists would be interviewed and I would see them. I would see DJ Premier, I would see Backshot, I would see, like, you know, he used to talk to a lot of artists.
Okay.
And then, of course, now by 2013 is when now Joe was doing his thing with Marisa Mendez. It was called, I'll name this podcast later.
Okay.
Yeah, but you know, fast forward to like 2017, maybe 2016 when he got the Complex job. Yeah. Is when now he renamed his podcast to the Joe Budden podcast. And you know, from there, like, you know, it became really popular now. Everybody knew what it was. I remember trying to explain to John what a podcast was.
Really? That's so shady. That's the stuff we want to hear, though.
Yeah, because he was like...
But, you know, let me guess what he said. Yeah. That's too cool for school. Remember that was his catchphrase? John, we need a new toilet. That's too cool for school. Like, everything. Like, he was not doing shit.
We're not here to... Yo, shout outs to John, though.
What else?
Yeah, so I think pretty much that's what it was. It's just now, fast forward to 2019, became really popular. The whole, you know, YouTube thing, ownership of like intellectual property. Yeah. Yeah, that's when...
I don't know. I mean, it sounds great. I mean, is it going to be like another... we've been doing it for long enough. For some reason, I'm just not like comfortable with it.
Why?
I don't know, because I like what I know.
At some point, things would have to change.
I know, but the old isn't broken, though.
If we didn't change, we'd still be running around with fucking horses and...
but wait, people still ride horses? That's what I'm saying. If you need transportation, there's still goddamn horses.
When was the last time you saw a horse, Corine?
What I'm saying.
No, when was the last time you saw a horse in Nairobi? Like, not in those, like, current areas. Like, I'm talking about, like, where we live, like, where me and you live. When was the last time you saw a horse? Okay. Yeah?
I know that they exist.
Exactly.
If you wanted to go horseback riding, you could.
Yeah. So if you want to listen to radio, you can go to radio.
Right. Yeah. So, but same with podcasts, especially now.
The new boy in town. This is the new sheriff in town.
Okay.
Podcast.
No, but now because the thing about radio, they kind of tell you where to go, right? You've got a choice of maybe 5. They tell you where to go. So if you want to listen to smooth sounds, if you want to listen to alternative, if you want to listen to hip hop, if you want to listen to news, if you want to, so there's like 1 in 5, maybe 6, maybe 10.
All that stuff is on your phone.
That's the thing. So there's too much to choose from. So how do you make people listen to yours? How do you know that yours is more quality than that person's or the other million people who are on the same platform?
I think we're past the era where like people are telling you what is good. We are at the point where like people have to decide for themselves.
Yeah, but then are you satisfied with doing a podcast where you've got 20 people who tune in? Because the others have gone to another one for 20 people. But the shares between them is like 20 people. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Does that work?
Yeah, it does.
Oh.
It does.
Okay.
Yeah.
For now, it works.
Yes.
Okay.
So
well, we better get on this because I don't think it's going to be working for a long time. I think they're going to find a way to like regulate that.
What, podcasting?
Yeah.
Nah, it's gone too far for anyone to think of regulating. Like
there will be a way that they will reel it back.
The only way they'll regulate is to get in on the piece of the pie, not to stop it.
Yeah.
How to get in and get some of that pie. Yeah. Which way, I'm not against it. Like if, do what you have to do. Like,
okay, so if you're winning, you win big.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I mean, that's already regulating. Just like that. They don't have to have specific rules, but if you hit this
I'm sure there's going to be some type of like, just the same way with radio, you couldn't do certain things, you couldn't say certain things.
At certain times.
Yeah, at certain times. I'm sure they're going to find a way to be like, okay, so if you're in this if you're major, you're doing profit, you affect this many people.
Exactly. They already do that.
Yeah, but I don't think it's to the point where it's going to affect my content or how I eat. I don't think so. We are past. And plus, now you can just move to a different country and do it from there. You seen Kibe? What's his name? Andrew?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you could also...
If this person is regulating you too much, you can move to another country. I can go to TZ, I can go to... Not Rwanda, but or Uganda. Shout outs to Fuego. Fuego is supposed to be
shame. Shame. He can speak for his peeps.
Yeah. So we should...
Let's take it back to basement.